You would think that the oldest sentence written in the world's first alphabet, known so far, would hold some sort of profound and sensational wisdom. But the message carved into an ancient ivory comb unearthed in Tel Lachish, an old Canaanite city in central Israel, was actually more mundane than you might have thought. The item was actually already dug up back in 2016, but it was only back in 2021 that scientists noticed something written on it. Engraved on the comb were 17 tiny letters of an alphabet that would eventually turn into the set that we're writing this script or your comment with right now. The barely understandable inscription formed 7 separate words that look like this. The rough translation goes as, "May this tusk root out the lice of the hair and the beard." It was a very simple and human message. Lice was a big deal during those times. The message was thought to have been written back between 1700 to 1550 BCE, written in a Canaanite language with the Canaanite alphabet. This alphabet would eventually become the basis for the later ancient Greek and Latin writing systems. When you write in today's alphabet, you are almost writing in Canaanite. There were early writing systems around 3200 BCE, like the Mesopotamian cuneiform and Egyptian hieroglyphics, but they were symbols rather than an actual alphabet, which only appeared much later around 1800 BCE. A few inscriptions on other artifacts have been found before the 13th century BCE, but they were just a few letters, a word if the archaeologists were lucky, but most of them did not form any legible sentences and usually lacked any sort of context. There were actually lice that still remained on the artifact. Parasitologist and archaeologist Madeleine Mumchulu at the Hebrew University of Jerusalem had been studying the lice that were left on the comb. She said, "I just took a picture with my iPhone, and it was not good enough. So, I brought it to a very strong light and took another picture." She suddenly realized that there was something written on the comb. The ivory used for the comb was suggested to have come from elephants in Egypt. Only the rich could afford something that extravagant. It seemed that lice plagued even the wealthy classes back in ancient Jerusalem. They had someone create this special comb. And that lice were such a pesky nuisance that the oldest sentence written in world's first alphabet was written against them. Instead of lice, what would you have written the first sentence about? Let us know in the comments below, and if you like this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the Generalist channel so you can be notified whenever a new video comes out.